Again, just a reminder, and Lotus, I know you'll do this, but just confine your comments to the issue of postponement.
I'm speaking today on behalf of Colorado Springs Citizens for Community Rights. We would like to compliment you on your postponing. It looks like that's what you're about to do. Just a second here. The council has realized that passing these regulations will mean that the oil and gas industry will be given a green light to drill anywhere within the city of Colorado Springs. CSCCR now calls for another moratorium, during which public hearings can be held, where expert testimony is heard from a variety of fields: environmental, health, legal, oil and gas. Public hearings will allow the public and council to look at all the latest facts, which CSCCR thinks will result in the conclusion that the practice of hydraulic fracturing needs to be banned. The more research is done into fracking, the more clear it becomes that the oil and gas industry, which is exempt from a lot of federal laws, is polluting and toxic. No amount of added regulations will make fracking sufficiently safe. It was said earlier today, implied that the critics of this industry do not have the facts. I'd like to point out that in the committee meetings, the public was not allowed to speak. There's never been a hearing on this issue. There was a town meeting that allowed about half an hour for comments from the audience. Usually on a big issue like this, the city has a full hearing. And you have an opportunity to invite scientists, experts from other parts of Colorado, other parts of the country. You have an opportunity to invite public officials that have been dealing with this issue for a decade or more. That was not allowed here in Colorado Springs. And so even though there have been a lot of people with 3 minutes at various meetings, that does not allow us to bring people long distances. They're not going to come here to talk for 3 minutes. And there are a lot of people who have been harmed that are not going to come here and tell you about their experience if they can only talk for 3 minutes. The fact is, when it comes to setbacks, that I remember one of the reasons that Tim was saying he's starting to have some problems with the regulations, and I commend you for noticing that and beginning to look or looking more into this. 350 feet is what we're told is the limit, which according to case law is not probably really true. I just want to say that the health impact study in Garfield County found that 66% was the increased likelihood of cancer. That's at a half a mile. That's over 2,000 feet. So if you're going to get cancer at an increased rate of 66% at over 2,000 feet, then what's it going to be at a mile? What's it going to be at 2 miles? How much do you want your cancer rate to increase? And in conclusion, I just want to say there is a ton of scientific data. It's coming out every month. If you did your studying 6 months ago, especially Williams, I know you said you're an engineer and you know more about this kind of stuff in some ways, but I wonder if you really looked at the scientific data, especially in the last 6 months. Thank you.